Babylons, and I thought I had the thing in regards to Shem, but it seems I can't find anything, either on that. But that is not to say that you throw out the whole book. I make mistakes as well. Everybody makes mistake. It seems, uh, it's very seldom that you find something utterly perfect that doesn't have a mistake, get the wrong words out when you actually meant something else, and you meant something else, but whole thing in regards of Babylon, in regards of Rome and all that, and Roman Catholicism and all that. Well, of course, I'm a hardcore Protestant. Well, hopefully I can become even more radical, extremist, and most vicious heretic according to the Roman Catholic Church. It's just, but really have to be careful. I remember I saw someone, said, calling Roman Catholics liars would be to do them a favor. And it's like, sadly it's true. It's just incredible how much they lie and deceive, Anyway, and try to twist things and all that. But it's always nice to have people look to Babylons, and I still need to read it from beginning to end. I've just seen a little here and there, and what he goes into in regards to chapters, and I think a lot of it I would agree with in regards to my research. So anyway, he seems to be on the right track. Who Mystery Babylon is the harlot and so forward, and of course the Antichrist in regards of the papacy.
Or using leeches. I found sometimes they still use leeches with extreme conditions. But you go to the doctor's office, they put leeches all over you back then. People used to think that planets and the stars of the sun orbited the Earth. I mean, that's what it looks like. You see the sunrise and sunset after all. And one thing I remember not too long ago is they had these machines. Overweight people would get this machine and it had a strap on it, and it shake your belt. But they built these machines, they sold them. I don't know how long that went on. I think for several years you had these machines. You stay on this machine, you put the strap around your big belly, and it would shake it. It seems absurd now, but that's what they had. So what I'm saying is bloodletting, the use of leeches, the idea of the sun orbiting the Earth, the idea of a flat Earth, this belly shaking machine, all these things were ideas that people had and people believed in, but they were proven. And the shape of your skull, where your forehead, was, you kind of shape your forehead bulged out. If you had bumps, they thought they could measure your intelligence based on the size and shape of your skull, right? Well, that's kind of disputed now, and no one really takes phrenology seriously. And then you had alchemy, where they're trying to use chemicals to change.
Apparently, it should be around, apparently I took it a little too far back.
Let him to go. And I believe that the two Babylons needs to be debunked. And like I said, if you want to know about the Babylon culture, you can get this book, Ancient Near Eastern Thought in the Old Testament.
I'm still testing at this devilish music that, I still need to change, with this player. So, when he talks about throwing out all his loves in the book, but anyway, I'll have to read it, and it's but yeah, I've listened to what is the chapter on the papacy. I think that sounds pretty good. I heard the intro of the book, sounds pretty good as well in regards to, there might be something that but you never agree, 100% with people. You always have something that they might not. You have to be aware of wolves in sheep clothing and all that. But yeah, anyway, but it does seem to actually go into defend, Rome. And of course, I don't think there's any validity in defending Rome at all. I think that's just, dishonesty, blindness, Clearly, the Bible is pointing to Rome as the whole, and the Antichrist of the number 666 being the papacy. Every man in the office and seat of the papacy is the man of the number 666, representing the beast. Anyway, and of course, the whole is riding on the authority of this. Yeah, all seven heads, actually. All seven heads. He was there Yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. Not really much more. Yeah. So now I would, dig deeper into the things for sure, and that's what I guess I'm doing, and just, fixing on the player at the moment, trying to get some Christian music in his email as well, I guess it couldn't be more obvious. There's a lot of these satanic songs and all that. That's pretty much nothing, nothing in regards of truth. So just disgusting, sensual, worldly music and all that. But of course, you can change that. So I just need the player, right? I don't need all but it goes forward, and hopefully I'll get something I can use. I have an MP3 player and a video player, and I'm not sure which one I should use. It's actually the one loading in the background, but as you can see, there's some problems still. And I think I have an old. Actually, think I have old programs of both of them. So, but yeah, I am getting off topic. I don't know about that, but there is a Trinity in in Sumeria. Sorry, Shumaria, which is actually Shinaria in regards to the Bible, which would be the in regards of Shinar. And the thing is, they already had a Trinity. They actually had at least more sources that I found, but it's not always. I know I've found it. So they talk about a triad, and that seems to be pretty solid, in regards of a triad. And the triad is the moon, the sun, and Venus, and they have many different names, it goes, and it seems to actually go around in the world as well. So, character that is called the Queen of Heaven, and is in what do you call it? Affiliated with Venus as well, and it's a woman and all that. Well, I guess a queen would be a woman. But actually, by the way, Shekinah, I think, is called the Queen of Heaven as well. That, of course, is Jewish mysticism. Whatever bullshit they have. Of course, it's just pagan bullshit. And you can find a lot of disgusting things in regards of Jewish mysticism and what they do. So, but, it's not, just... But, in regards to the Jews and all that, we all have issues, They're like, people like pointing to the Jews. No. Look at the world. The world is just going haywire. The world just loves its lies. Freemasonry is all around the world. It's not only the Jews in regards of Freemasonry, for example. And of course, the Jesuit needs a decoy. So who are they going to blame? Well, the Jews, of course. It's always the Jews, right? And that's a typical thing in regards of, you begin to actually is all the Protestants knew who the Antichrist was, okay? It's a Roman beast. It's a Roman horn. It's persecuting the saints and thinking to change times and laws. And, yeah. You have all these pointers, I think one of the reasons why the Roman Catholic Church didn't want us to understand what the Bible and have it in our own language. No, I'm not kidding. Apparently that's what seemingly people rounding around the Antichrist, the number 666, the great, the great pagan high priest, a Pontifex Maximus, the triune tyrant, and so-called father of kings and princes and all that bullshit. And be careful of Roman Pharisee Paulus and his leaven, and just stand for the truth. Proclaim Yeshua HaMashiach, Jesus Christ, and get back to his instructions. We're not really good at it. It's all paganism everywhere. All these festivals, pagan bullshit. I really need to actually, might be better if I actually bought a copy, so I could fix out things that I would, maybe need to do deeper research on or whatever if I go into. But overall, I don't need the book to know that, that Rome is the whore. I don't need, to know that unholy figure and outmost smelliness. Yeah, so-called Pope, so-called Holy Father, so-called His Holiness, and all that bullshit, right? I don't need to read the two Babylons to know that, the evidence is everywhere. If you when you begin to dig in it, just yeah. One going to defend the Roman Catholic Church, that's for sure. If anything, I'm the one, standing and saying this is a most diabolical system, and whosoever wants to defend this system has to be, yeah, either a wolf or closed eyes or whatever. It's just incredible. How can you defend this institution? That's impossible. There's no, just all the abominations, that you see in this system, and it's everywhere. Come on. Look at what the guy has in his front yard, I have a stinking Egyptian gigantic erect idol penis standing in the middle of St. Peter. Yeah, we put a cross on top of it. It's Christianized now. What? Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I guess I'm just too stupid to see how you could Christianize a fertility idol symbol, erect Egyptian idol penis, I must say, I guess I just don't have the understanding. I must be, the Roman Catholics I've talked to, yeah, but there's a cross on top of it. Oh, that just makes everything, what they called in English. Oh, that's just, wonderful, I guess. We put a cross on top of it. We took an idol and put a cross on top of it, and now it's okay to worship it or whatever, bullshit. I'm not sure that anyone are worshiping this idol anymore in regards of actually totally opposite of what I would think a Christian would do, right? The first thing I think a Christian would do if he owned a penis standing in his front yard, an idol, was to go out and knock it down. Yeah. And trash it totally, it would be actually, I think a Christian would enjoy destroying an idol like that, else, it wouldn't be bad, when people are worshiping these things, images and idols and stupidity, you have to be kidding me. And then you see these people, bowing down, kneeling, and on their bellies and all that bullshit and all. You have to be kidding me. Kissing the images and idols and, making the upside cross and, practices. And anyone trying to do that is just, it's just, welcome to the loony house, or maybe the solar house, actually. That might actually be, total solacy,